Hello guys, I hope you are all doing well, and today I'm going to make a video that was suggested by two of you guys, which is to share how I developed my Notion in order to become, I will call it aesthetically pleasing. My Notion took me around 6 months to build. I only looked at one or two video tutorials, and in my opinion, I'm going to give you some simple steps that are going to help you understand the basics of Notion, and then you will be able to build it yourself. And I will show you how to build the pages, sub-pages, and keep it pleasing to the eye going forward. So don't forget to subscribe. I post every Saturday at 6:30 p.m. UK time, and I got some nice content coming for you guys, so don't forget to subscribe and make sure to tune on for the next week too. So let's jump onto the computer, and I will guide you through how I built my Notion. So I will quickly start by explaining how my journal is built. So I have 3 columns right here, one for trading, one for investments, and one for development. What you are seeing is my initial workspace. This is what everyone gets. You get a blank page, which is then formed by other blank pages, which you then fill up. And by the end of this video, in the description, I will explain the templates that I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave a template for the weekly ASR, forecasting, missed trades, and backtesting. So if you need any of those templates and you happen to like mine, I will leave them down in the description for all of you guys. So to explain the basics of Notion, it's basically you'll get your first page, which we will go through as you create a new workspace, and then from there on you will be able to create sub pages. For example, if you're only using this for trading, I basically use this for everything I do in my computer. All the notes that I take in my computer go into my Notion. So let's say you're only using this for trading. You will need an ASR, forecasting, backtesting page, so you will just have to add these up and they will come up here at this sidebar. So I will now take you through the process of having a blank page and start by having some pages, some sub pages to build your Notion. And by the end of that, I will show you the templates that I'm going to leave in the description, and if you like them, you know where they are going to be. So let's start with the process of building a new workspace. So let's say you sign up for Notion. First thing you are going to get is a page just like this. I'm going to press clear templates, and the templates are always going to be here. So if you want any templates, they are going to be there. So this is going to be your main page. I would recommend you to change this to your name and workspace, or whatever name you want to give to your workspace. And then I'm going to delete all of this. And now this is what we get. This is how you start. This is how every artist starts, with a blank page. I will take you through creating the pages. I will take you through making it pleasing to the eye, and then you'll have the basics for Notion. But one of the most important keys for Notion is the slash. The slash is going to have all the commands. It's going to have new pages, to-do lists, headings, bulleted lists, toggle lists. Like, you have a lot of things that I will take you through in this video, but let's start with the page. So you create the page, and let's just say you need a weekly ASR. So weekly ASR. You'll need a weekly ASR. Let's say you'll need backtesting. And let's say that you will need also forecasting. I will also leave the video in the on the top right corner of the most important forex processes. That is quite an old video. I do see that I was like super shy in that video, but it has some good content. So there I explained the most important forex processes in my opinion, and all of them I register in Notion. So if you want to just check it out, the link is going to be on the top right corner. So now you have 3 pages. This means that in your workspace you're going to have 3 sub pages. And now you can come, let's say, to your ASR, and I will take you through the toggles that I mostly use. So if we start with dash, and you have the text, which is normal text, a page if you want to create a sub page for the weekly ASR. The to-do list, like, it's quite simple. So if you build templates, like if you need to do a list for any, by any means, you can just do it and then click it. So that's if you want to use your to-do list. Then you have heading. I'm going to show you all the headings that they have. So these are the 3 headings that they have: heading 1, heading 2, and heading 3. I use them to separate things. Like, it depends on what looks the best within the page. So these are the 3 headings that you will have available all the time, and you'll just customize it as you want. Then we also have bulleted list, numbered list, and quotes, divider. Like, those are straightforward. The toggle list is basically, let's say you have to make a question like, where can I get the template? 1 second, this is like Thursday, 8 o'clock, appreciation to the NHS, so just a second. So yeah, let's just get back to this. So where can I get this template? You just pop this down and you put in my description. Didn't want to have any spelling mistakes. So, and basically you can toggle this in and toggle this out, so you can see or not see the answer. And yeah, you can just go through all the things that they have in the slash. They have a lot of things like mentions, tables, you have galleries, like everything. I think you could actually figure out for yourself and have it customized to you, because if you really think about it, like, I can't really tell you how to do your perfect workspace, because since this is so personal and tailored, you will have to figure out for yourself how you prefer this. I will now take you through the steps on how to make it a little bit more pleasing to the eye, and how I made my more pleasing to the eye. So let's start with cover. So if you come up here to above your workspace, you can add cover, and you can change the cover for whatever you want. This has some really nice pictures overall. You can go to Unsplash, which is basically if you want any picture related to something, for example, surfing. You have here a lot of pictures like related to surfing. So let's say I like this one. So yeah, this is my cover now. I can reposition it if I want to. So just keep the surfer right there. And we can also add an icon. So an icon is going to appear right here and right there. And let's say you're using this for trading. Let's put this as your icon. And the same thing you can do with all the sub pages. So you can come right here and add an icon, for example, the weekly ASR. You'll have this, and you can also come back and do it from here. So you click this page right here, and let's say you have back testing and forecasting, just like this, and it will become a little bit more pleasing to the eye by having icons right here. Covers on most of the pages I have, and most of my pages really just the pages within the pages don't have any icons. So yeah, I will now just, let's just say you want a workspace for a lot of things like trading, self-development, investments, what I do. And if you're trying to have some inspiration from mine, you can come to slash, you can come to heading 1, for example, trading, and you can grab this and push it up there. And then, for example, self-development. You can grab this right here, push it to the side, and then you'll have two columns, which you then can just put your weekly SR below your trading. And for the self-development, let's just say you want to create a YouTube page, you come right here, YouTube. You can add the icon, add the cover, whatever you want to do. Let's say you want one more, for example, books. You can add the icon, add the cover, everything that I told you. And yeah, you can just keep on adding this. Like if you want If you want one more, that's perfectly fine. If you want one just for books, it's fine. Just come here, add another one. So this is basically how I created my workspace. You can just now look through this, see what pages you want, what pages you don't need. I will leave the link for the most important Forex processes if you want to just space yourself out of there. So I will go back now to my workspace, just show you around 3 of my templates, and if you like them, make sure to copy them down from the description. So back in my workspace, now you can see kind of how I built it. So we have trading, investment, self-development, images, like all the covers. Everything has covers, so forecasting has a cover, missed trades has a cover. Like, it's just pleasing in my opinion. So everything that I have, they mostly have covers, and I will now show you the 3 templates. I think there are 3. So let's start with the weekly ASR. So for the weekly ASR, I will not go in too much into depth with this because I have a video on how I do my ASR, but here is the template. You have the trade analysis, emotions, lessons, forecasting, screenshots, and trade management. If you like this style, you can grab it from the description. I will leave it as weekly ASR template. Let's go to the next one. So this is my monthly ASR template where I put down my wins, my losses, my break evens, the time of the entry, the structure that I took, and this is good for us to look at this and understand where the losses mostly were, where the wins were, and then you can start balancing your trading. So if you like this, and then you also write down the lessons and the notes that you've taken in that month. So if you like this template, I will leave it down in the description, named monthly ASR template. So let's jump on to forecasting. So this is a very basic forecasting template, but I will also leave it in the description. Basically, you have the date, the pairs that you're forecasting, the screenshots of those pairs, and any comments that you want to do. I also have a video detailed on my forecasting routine. So if you want to check it out, the link is going to be on the top right corner, and make sure to check it out if you're interested. Of course, this template also in the description, named forecasting template. And now just moving on to my missed trades templates, where I basically record trades that I should have taken but I didn't. Why did I not take the trade? The trade analysis, the lessons, forecasting, screenshots, and trade management, and finishing off with one question. And again, this is, sometimes it has to be tailored by you. There's no right or wrong here. It depends on what you like, and you will only do this for sure if it's pleasing for you to make it. So you don't need to copy everything that I have. What I have is not what is right for you. It might be, it might not be. So what I challenge you to do is actually to grab these templates and customize them. Make it pleasing for you to fill this up, and that is going to be the key. These are basically my most important templates, so the weekly ASR, forecasting, and missed trades. I will also leave down in the description my backtesting templates, which the questions are basically very similar to the weekly ASR, but how I put my results in are kind of different. And yeah, overall, I'm quite happy with my workspace. I hope this helped you. If it did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and follow my Instagram. For whoever asked, I hope this cleared your mind. Make sure to send me a message telling me if it did. Don't forget weekly videos on this channel. If you like this video and you want to follow my trading journey, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Peace.